Hey guys, this is a review of the Sony A200 DSLR. So yeah, to start out with, it's a, what is it, 10.2 megapixel DSLR. I've had it for like a week now, and I've been nothing but impressed. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing camera. For what I got it for, it was 350 bucks on eBay. So, yeah. Right now, I have attached this little Minolta Maxim 50mm lens, and it's like really good. I actually use this lens way more than the kit lens, because like the kit lens is alright. It's just, I mean, it for like vacations or something, if you're just gonna take some pictures, then you know this will do just fine. But I haven't really used it that much, so. But it's got a pretty wide angle. So to start out, I'm going to talk about the camera. Okay, that's how you turn it on. I guess I should go to the menu. Oh yeah, it has eye start autofocus, which means like right when you bring the eyepiece to your eye, viewfinder, this screen shuts off and autofocus starts automatically. I turn that eye start autofocus off because I don't know, it's like I don't really need that. It's kind of like annoying. But one complaint I have about this is the viewfinder. You can't really see in this video, but it's kind of tiny. But that is really the only complaint I have about this camera. You can see a light right there. That's not really there. That's not really visible to the human eye. That's just because my camera picks up that, I guess. So yeah, let's see. Autofocus is pretty fast on this. It's not lightning quick, but it's still, you know, it's pretty fast for what I use it for. You can see through the viewfinder down here, it shows, you know, all your information, your exposure, your focus. Come on. So let's take a look at the menu. We got image size. I always keep it at 10 megapixels. It does take compact flash, so it doesn't take SD cards, but that's it's totally fine to me. This camera isn't very new too. It's like maybe a year and a half old. Aspect ratio, you can have it at 3:2 or 16:9 widescreen. Quality, you can shoot RAW, which is pretty cool, and RAW plus JPEG. Fine and standard. I just shoot at fine. Creative style, which is pretty cool. You have standard, vivid, portrait, landscape, night view, sunset, black and white. Adobe. Oh yeah, Adobe RGB. This is where you can like customize, everything. This is sharpness, this is saturation, and this is contrast. I usually just shoot on standard, vivid, or black and white. You got flash control if you attach a flash. You got flash compensation. This flash for like close-up pictures of people, the built-in flash, it tends to overexpose. Like you get washed out images with it. So unless you have it on automatic, it won't. But I have it on aperture priority, so I have to, if I know I'm taking a picture of something close, I have to move it down to -2. Or like, yeah, any of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got priority setup, not sure what that means. Autofocus illuminator, which isn't really red light, it's just the flash. If you have it up, it just blinks and the camera focuses. It doesn't work too great in low light. But yeah, if you're taking pictures in low light, then you might want to use manual focus, because this thing gets pretty confused in low light. You got long exposure noise reduction and high ISO noise reduction. I just leave both of these on because like there's no reason why not to. Eye start autofocus, I turn that off because it gets kind of annoying. Auto exposure lock button. You can have it on toggle or hold. Just have it on toggle, but I'm gonna switch it to hold because I just remember to do that. Controlled IL setup, red eye reduction. Oh yeah, red eye reduction. The flash fires like 20 times. Auto off with Viewfinder. Format to format your memory card. Blah 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 blah. All this stuff. I don't want to talk anymore. Oh yeah, it has a cleaning mode which shakes the sensor when you turn it off. You can hear it. Just kind of shakes off the dust so you don't get dust on your images. Sensor. Yeah. Right up here you have your drive mode / self-timer button. Your ISO button, which this ISO can go all the way up to 3200, which is pretty good. It's not really usable if you're doing professional work. It's just, it gets kind of grainy around there. You have your shutter button right here, and you have your control dial right here. I have it on aperture priority, so it just changes the aperture. So yeah, here's your mode dial. It's got aperture priority, shutter priority, manual. I think that's twilight, sunset, sports, macro, landscape, portrait, no flash, auto, and program. If you're a newbie and you just want it for high quality like vacation photos, just leave it on auto. Or if you're like advanced, I just usually go to aperture priority or manual if aperture priority isn't doing that good. And then you have your proprietary hot shoe mount, which isn't too good because I want to use my Minolta flash, but I can't because it has this little hot shoe mount, which you can't do much with it, but use Sony's flashes or a knockoff brand. Oh yeah, here's your pop-up flash. Also a button right here. Only works if it's on. It's not really high enough. It casts a shadow if you have a lens hood. It'd be better if it was, you know, longer. That's what she said. Then you have your playback button, your trash button, your display button, your menu button, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 booby blah. And this is where you plug in your USB cable, which is also proprietary. It kind of makes me mad, but it's alright. I'll just take a sample shot real quick. Focus. There it is. And there's our picture. You can zoom in. Just to check if everything's sharp focused, which it is, because this lens is pretty good. Attach this lens just to see how that works. Push this button. Twisty. And there's our mirror. Our sensor's behind there somewhere. Alright, so let's attach the kit lens that came with it. Put it right here. Line it up with the dot thingy. Turn it. And there we go. So yeah, believe it or not, this lens right here is actually lighter than this lens. It's kind of crazy. This one's kind of plastic and cheapy. Alright guys, so that's my review of the Sony A200. It's a great camera. Amazing pictures with it. The only thing I have to complain about is the small viewfinder, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll post some sample images at the end of this video from this camera. Most of it will be from this lens. I might use the kit lens, but I'm not sure. So see you guys later.